All right, today is day 3 of doing two-step equations. So this video is to support you if you need help still, sorry about that bell, going through the steps. So number 1, keep the coefficient and variable together, get rid of the constant. The constant is plus 5, so we are going to minus 5 on both sides. Cancel, cancel, negative 5, positive 5 are 0. Bring down your 2y. 19 minus 5 is 14. And then the last step, y is being multiplied by 2, so you are going to divide by 2 on both sides. Be sure you cancel them out over here, leaving y by itself. And then on the right, just do the math in your calculator. 14 divided by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Circle that final answer just to keep your work nice and neat. Number 2, you are going to keep the coefficient and variable together and get rid of the positive 26. The only way to make it to be 0 is by subtracting 26. And what you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. Cancel, cancel, because 26 minus 26 is 0. Bring down your 4v. 38 minus 26, use your calculator, I believe that is 12. And then the last step, v is being multiplied by 4, so we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. Cancel, cancel, leaving v by itself. 12 divided by 4 is 3. If I'm going too fast, definitely pause the video and make sure you're getting all of these steps. I'm just trying to go a tiny bit faster today for those students who need it a little faster. And if you're still writing, please push pause and catch up and make sure you understand all of it. Number 3, keep the variable and coefficient together. Get rid of the constant, which is minus 1. We're going to get rid of it by adding 1 on both sides. Negative 1, positive 1 is 0, so cancel those out. Bring down your 7x. 41 plus 1 is 42. And the last step, x is being multiplied by 7, so we're going to divide by 7 on both sides. 42 divided by 7 is 6. Use your calculator to double check these answers. Be sure you're showing all your work. I think it says it right here. You must show your work. Okay, number 4 is a little tricky. I'm glad we're doing this one. This is a good example of something you're going to see when you try these later on your own. Keep the variable and coefficient together and get rid of the minus 5. So we get rid of a minus 5 by adding 5. So we're going to add 5 on both sides. It cancels on the left because minus 5 plus 5 is 0. Bring down your k over 12, over 2, not 12. On the right, 13 plus 5 is 18. And a lot of kids will think they'll divide by 2 now, but it's already being divided by 2. K is being divided by 2, so we're going to do the opposite to cancel it out. The opposite of divided by 2 is multiplying by 2. So we're actually going to get a much bigger number. On both sides, we cancel them, we cancel them on this side. 18 times 2 is 36. So if you had 9 for your answer, I understand why you got it, but it's not right. You can always go back and plug it in and check. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 18 minus 5 is 13. So if you're not sure about an answer, go plug it back in and check it. Number 5, keep the coefficient and the variable together. Get rid of the minus 15 by adding 15 on both sides. Cancel, cancel. Bring down the 9h. 75 plus 15 is 90, I believe. Last step, h is being multiplied by 9, so we are going to divide by 9 on both sides. 90 divided by 9 is 10. Again, I feel like I'm starting to go really fast, so just pause the video and catch up and make sure it's making sense to you. Keep j and 3 together for now. Let's get rid of the plus 10, which is our constant. Let's do that by subtracting 10 on both sides. They cancel out on the left, and we're going to bring down our j over 3. 65 minus 10 is 55, and a lot of kids will think now they divide by 3, but J is already being divided by 3, so to cancel it, we need to do the opposite of divide by 3. So we need to multiply by 3 on both sides. Cancel them out now. It leaves J by itself. I have no idea what 55 times 3 is, so we're going to use our calculator like you should be doing. 165. All right, number 7. Keep the coefficient and variable together. Get rid of the constant, which is minus 15. We're going to do that by adding 15. Do that on both sides. Cancel them out on the left. It leaves 4p. Bring that down. On the right, 1 plus 15 is 16. 4 is being multiplied by p, so we are going to divide by that 4 on both sides to get it to cancel and leave p by itself. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Check with your calculator always. Number 8, leave that variable with the 6 and let's get rid of the constant, which is the negative 4. So get rid of a minus 4 by adding 4 on both sides. Cancel, cancel. Bring down our n over 6. 8 plus 4 is 12. A lot of kids will think the answer now is 2 because they're thinking in their head 12 divided by 6, which is 2, but that's wrong. N is being divided by 6. So we need to multiply by 6 on both sides. Be sure it's not tricking you. Cancel them when they are opposites. Bring down your n. 12 times 6 is 72. And again, if you're confused and not sure that it's right, go plug 72 in for n and check. 72 divided by 6 is 12. 12 minus 4 equals 8. So you know you did it right. So always take your answer and plug it back in if you're worried that you did it wrong. 9 is exactly like 8. So we're going to not do this part first. We're going to get rid of the plus 9 by subtracting 9 on both sides. Cancel, cancel. Bring down your h over 3. 13 minus 9 is 4, I believe. And remember, h is being divided by 3. So the opposite is to multiply by 3 on both sides. That's how you can cancel them out when they're opposites. Then you have your h. 4 times 3 is 12. All right. Again, if I'm going too fast, please pause the video and try the work, or even pause it and try it on your own, and then skip ahead and make sure you're doing it correctly with all of your work shown. Okay, number 10, 5s minus 3. So we are going to keep the 5s there, and we're going to get rid of the minus 3 by adding 3 on both sides. They cancel out. We can bring down our 5s. 48 plus 3 is 51, I think. S is being multiplied by 5, so therefore we're going to divide by 5 on both sides. That will cancel out. 51 divided by 5, I don't think comes out evenly. Did I do that right? Okay, that's all right. Sometimes we get decimals. 51 divided by 5 is 10.2. So we're just going to leave it. 10.2 is what it is. Number 11. Keep the 2 with the c for now, and let's get rid of the constant, which is plus 7. We're going to get rid of that by subtracting 7 on both sides. They cancel out over here because they're opposites, and it leaves 2c by itself. 25 minus 7, check on your calculator, I think that's 18. Last step, c is being multiplied by 2, so we're going to divide by 2 on both sides. They cancel out over there, leaving c completely by itself, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. Check it on your calculator. Number 12. Keep the 5 and the D together. We're going to get rid of this minus 16 first by adding 16. All right, that will cancel out over here because minus 16 plus 16 is 0, leaving us only with the 5D. On the left, we're going to do the math. 4 plus 16 is 20. D is being multiplied by 5, so to get rid of it, we're going to divide by 5 on both sides. Cancel, cancel. 20 divided by 5, I believe, is 4. Again, use your calculator. I'm going really fast at this point, so you should be pausing the video and using your calculator to check. Last row. M over 2 minus 5. So we're going to get rid of the minus 5 first by adding 5 on both sides. It cancels on the right. We can bring down our whole M over 2 group. 5 plus 5 on the left is 10. Okay, be careful. Do not divide by 2. M is already being divided by 2, so we are going to multiply by 2 on both sides. That's a very common mistake, so be careful with that. 10 times 2 is 20. Always go back and check. Plug 20 in for M. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 minus 5 equals 5. So we know we did it right. Number 14, keep the 2 and W together. Get rid of the minus 10. We're going to do that by adding 10 on both sides. They cancel over here, leaving 2W by itself, so bring it down. 40 plus 10 is 50. W is being multiplied by 2, so we're going to divide by 2 on both sides so that they cancel out. 50 divided by 2, I believe, is 25. Yes. You know, this worksheet does not have a lot of negatives. I'm kind of disappointed in that. So if this was negative 2, you would just divide both sides by negative. So be careful when you get to those types of problems. Sorry there weren't a lot of those examples here. Last one, keep F with 3. Get rid of the plus 8 by we're going to do minus 8 on both sides. We're going to cancel, cancel, and we're going to bring down the F over 3. On the right, 16 minus 8 is 8. Ask yourself what's happening to F. F is being divided by 3. So the opposite of that is to multiply by 3 on both sides. Now they can cancel out because divided by 3 and multiplied by 3 are opposites, leaving us with F by itself. 8 times 3 is 24. There you go.